Hello and welcome to this video. This is Elite Joe Special. Today we'll be looking at ArcGIS Living Atlas. But before we get into it, what is ArcGIS Living Atlas? ArcGIS Living Atlas is an evolving collection of ready-to-use global geographic content from ESRI, which is Environmental Science Research Institute. It includes imagery, base maps, demographics, and lifestyle, landscape, boundaries and place transportation, earth observation, urban system, oceans, and historical maps. So what is the purpose of this atlas? Besides showing maps of all the countries and continent, the World Atlas may also provide facts about the countries, individual maps of major cities or other points of interest may also be included in a world atlas. So what now differentiates ArcGIS and ArcGIS Living Atlas? Living Atlas is a collection of ArcGIS online items that have been nominated and curated. In fact, Living Atlas is simply an ArcGIS online group storing the curated item that users like yourself have nominated. ESRI doesn't alter the item in any way. So this ArcGIS Living Atlas have where you can download already classified Sentinel data, which you can easily download and use. Alright. So but this data I will advise is basically when you have only a band, maybe you're doing some suitability analysis and those such, but when you're doing comparison of land use, land cover, maybe sparing the periods of 20, 30 years, you may not be able to use this because Sentinel started in 2015 and these data are available just between 2018 and I think they just released 2024. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can download this data and use them for your different geospatial analysis. So below this video, I'm going to drop a link to this ArcGIS. Below this video, I'm going to drop a link to the site which you'll be following with me to download. So it's livingatlas.arcgis.com. So as other things. So I'm just going to drop the link below. So now the whole thing has been graded into locations. So if you are in the Africa or in any part of the world, like if you go to United States now, we will be able to see. I know there are going to be buyers anyway. They're going to have accurate data. Oh my gosh! But we'll manage whatever we have. So I'm going to be using Nigerian data. Now, let's assume you want to use Lagos or Port Harcourt. Alright, so we have Lagos here, you can see. Now, all I need to do is to click here. I'll just click on this download, leaving that. If I click on it, it will just be built up. So each of this area. Now, I want us, before we download, let's look at something. This dark here, this one is anywhere you see it, it shows water body. This is crop, that is agricultural land. This one is snow/ash, so it's possible it's not going to be found here. And this is trees, this is built up, and this is cloud, flooded vegetation, bare grounds, and rangeland. Alright, so you can even see the clouds cover total here, whereby the trees is having 55%, that is on the total global. Alright, not just here. So but if we want to download this, what we need to do, just click on this download tip. So it's going to load up and bring us. So it's telling us here that this data is available from 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So if you want to download, each annual zip download is approximately 60 gigabytes. I don't know if they're talking about the entire global or just your area, but as the case may be. So we are trying to download that of Lagos, so you know that Nigeria has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grid with this grid you can have a coverage of the whole Nigeria. So if you're looking to have a land use land cover for a specific year for the whole country, you will need to download this to have the entire, I think even this, so that there's some little patch here that you may need, like this place now, okay, because each of these overlaps. But we're interested in Lagos. The reason is Lagos has virtually everything we are looking for. So all I'm going to, I'm just going to click like this, and then you see that the years will spring up. So we have 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, and 2017. So each of them has you see a download button. So if I click on this download, it's just going to pop up and start downloading. So it's around 82 megabytes. So by the time it's done downloading, you're going to see how we will use this. So let's allow it to download, and then we'll get back and see how to use this. So we have the data downloaded, so we're just going to go ahead and bring it in, and then look at one or two things. So I put it here in data, and yes, this is it. I'm mistaken. Yes, this is it. So you can see this data cover quite a lot. If you want to bring in Nigerian data to check, I'm assuring you it's quite a lot. All right. So let's just try and bring it and see. Okay. So you can see this is another country where this is covering quite a good number of part of Nigeria, especially those ones. You can see. So Sentinel data has a very large coverage, and it can do a lot for you. So our focus is in Lagos, which is this side. So I'm just going to, click on this place. Click here to just export the Lagos. So I'll just do like this, export Lagos. And I already have a shapefile of Lagos, so I'm just going to put Lagos 1, and then I'll export. Alright, so then I'll remove this so that we have a clarity in what we're doing. So this is Lagos. Now, this is 2024 Lagos. So if you look at this data, even though the attribute here are just in names, but you have to be the one that will determine what that is. So you and I know that these are vegetations, these are water bodies, all of these are built up, these are farmlands, or say croplands, any of them. These are bare lands. Can you get? So this is that for what if you do your classification and check this. I think I have a classification. Let me bring it in. Let's do a comparison and see. The one I did is in that of 2000. So I'm just going to have that, and we'll do a little bit of comparison and see. All right. I think this is it. Yes. So let's look at a classification of 2000 and classification of 2024. Are you seeing? Can you see similarities? This is 2000. So now in 2000, most of these places are not yet built, but now you can see the expansion. But one thing remains constant. Look at the rivers. Look at the water body. You can see that there is a good classification rate from there, right? Yes, I believe you know that. So this is actually very good. But I'm going to be sharing tips on how to effectively utilize this data. If you must use it, so that there are a lot of things I will show you in the next video. So don't go anywhere. Watch that next video, and I will show you those tips and how you can utilize this data if your work requires just a data set. Like I said, if you're stretching across 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you may not be able to utilize Sentinel data, and you when you want to be joining a different data set to another data set, that may complicate your work. This is Sentinel, and mostly widely utilized is the Landsat, because Landsat goes as way back as 1972. So you can get historic data, but this started just in 2015, and available on this living atlas is just 2017 down to 2024, which was just added recently. But you can utilize this data. But don't go anywhere. Watch the next video, which I'm going to show you some certain things you need to do with this. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.